Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, so subscribe if you can. Subscribe, like the video. Now let's just get into it. So I wanted to talk about adjustments, in-game adjustments, and not only that, but just adjustments for the season. And so these are just some things that I was thinking about while I was at work, and so here you go. On offense, double moves. Double moves. Now we saw Michigan State do this to us, and there's no reason for us to not be doing the same thing. If Joe is throwing short and we're constantly seeing him connect on out routes and comeback routes and stuff like this, there's no reason for the coaching staff. Now, the team is getting play calls and adjustments from the sideline. They're looking over. So if you see Michigan State come out in some tight man coverage with one high safety, that means all Joe needs to do is keep that safety in the middle of the field, and you can run an out and up and go to it. You know, you see him in it. You see in something that can be exposed. So run the same double moves, out and ups, slant and goes. These type of double moves, every team is susceptible to them, especially when you got a dude like Joe that's hitting on those out routes all game. So instead of just keep doing the same thing, play chess. They're playing chess. Don't play checkers when they playing chess. So Gaddis and Harbaugh have to see that and call plays to set these dudes up to be not just maybe they're open, but to probably be wide open. It has to be done. That was big. You running out routes and stuff like this all game, and we're going short. You see them in the wrong coverage, audible. Okay, Joe, we see this look, switch to it, and go to it. Simple as that. Now, also, something I saw, third down, they were blitzing. Michigan State was blitzing us like almost every third down. And if they're blitzing you, how do you beat a blitz? You can either let the blitz come in and then you dump a little screen, whether it's to a wide receiver or whether it's to a halfback. You let the blitz come in and then you go right behind it with the screen. Failed to see that. Now the other way you can stop the blitz is, hey, you give the quarterback more protection, whether that's having more tight ends that stay in and block, or you have your halfback stay and block. And what's sad is Michigan State did all this stuff. So we need to do the same thing. If you're consistently seeing them blitz on third down, give the quarterback help. Give your offensive line help. Whichever way you need to do it, whether that's running backs or tight ends, maybe both. This isn't revolutionary stuff, y'all. It's just knowing what they're doing and knowing how to go against it, how to stop it, or how to counter it. Now, go away from what's not working. If you can't run up the middle after 3 quarters, in the fourth quarter, ain't no point in you trying to run up the middle. That's insanity. You're acting insane now. That's insane asylum coaching. If you can't run up the middle after 3 quarters, it ain't finna work in the fourth. What makes you think it's gonna work in the fourth? It ain't worked all 3 quarters. Stop doing stuff that don't work. Don't be stubborn. Go away from it. Once you go, just like that, the last game, it wasn't working up the middle. Now you want to go to what works. The stretch, going to the outside works. So you should continue to do that. And when you continue to go with what works, Now you can come back to the middle. But they didn't. They just kept running up the middle, and it wasn't working. They weren't going to the to the outside of the defense. So Michigan State just continues to stop what was working up the middle. They didn't have to counter it or adjust to us running outside. Then the middle will open up. But you just, we just gonna run it up, keep running up the middle. Now, the next point, my last point for the offense, a real play action. And I don't know if we're not running single pro style sets, power I sets, I formation, regular pro style sets, but we need to see that. I need to see a real play action. I know you got the RPO where you're handing it off like this. You're handing it off with the RPO. You're handing it off, taking it. But what I want to see is a real play action where you're going back. The defense has to adjust when they see you going back like you're going to hand it off, and then you pull it. A real play action. I need to see that. It needs to be done, especially if you're going to keep running in the middle. But it was just too much. Sometimes I saw little fake handoffs and spinning in a circle and all that fluff stuff. After a certain point, the defense's eye discipline adjusts to all that stuff. But a real play action, you have to respect it, even for a misstep. The linebackers are going to have to take a step up on those real play actions. The secondary has to respect that. So that's just some of the stuff I was seeing on offense. Hopefully we'll see some of this stuff done against Indiana. Now on defense, we've talked about some of this stuff, but two safeties. We need two safeties over the top. And with the two safeties over the top, the thing about that can help your team is if Michigan State, let's say they were trying to throw it deep like they were. If the quarterback just overthrows it and has a bad throw, you can get easy picks like that. The safety can get easy picks like that. And not only that, our corners, if you see they can't cover the dudes, you got to give them help. Stop being stubborn. The stubborn is big. That's on offense and defense. Stop being stubborn. Just stop it. Coach. Stop being stubborn and start coaching. That's huge. The second thing, stop showing your hand so early on defense, Don Brown. You show your hand, and I was told that during TV timeouts, we've got dudes, the defense is lined up. They're already showing blitz. They're already tight man coverage during the TV timeout. Michigan State ain't even fully lined up yet, but they know what we're about to do. So they're audibling, changing the play already because they know what we're doing. We've already showed our hand. That's just ridiculous. But even if it's not something ridiculous like that, we show our hand too much. And teams know that, so they do the fake snap. They do the fake snap, the hard count, the hard clap, and we've already shown our hand. Now they can go back to the sideline or the quarterback can audible. We need to start. And I'm hearing that we don't do any audibles, like the defense don't talk to each other. So what that tells me is when we've called the defense, which we only call like two, we're going to stay in it. You can't be so basic on defense. And when you're showing your hand and then they've seen it because they've hard snapped or did a false count and they see that that's what you're in, that's your man blitzing, Okay, they're going to adjust. Now we're playing chess. The chess match is, okay, they think we're about to blitz. Now you start audibling. You're audible out of it, but you still show blitz. So they think Vincent Gray is one-on-one, but soon as the ball is snapped, Dax Hill, Brad Hawkins, they bail out and go over the top. You got to start playing chess. And it shouldn't take this. You should know that sometimes you want to show this, but it's really that. Yeah, I'm showing blitz, but it's really a zone. I'm showing zone, but it's really a man blitz. Like, things like this have to be done, or you're going to continue to get exposed. Play chess. Make them think you're doing one thing, but you're really doing another thing. Like, this stuff, audibling is not a bad thing. It's your friend on offense and defense. Like, this stuff is, but we didn't do it, so I'm just putting it out there. And when you do this stuff, you can bait them into mistakes. See, Don Brown trusts his scheme so much. He's so cocky and stubborn with his scheme, he thinks he can show his hand, which you can if you're playing a team with way less talent than you have. But when you don't, when you're playing teams that are as talented as you are, or they have speed at receiver and a quarterback that can put it out there and put it on the money, then you can't do that stuff. You have to not show your hand so early. And even if you do, sometimes you have to get out of it, get out of that play. Audible. Call timeout. Something. But what you're doing, showing your hand and then my player, yeah, I'm man blitzing. What are you going to do about it? Yeah, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do about it. Hut. 40 yards, 50 yards. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. See, Don Brown got these teams and these coaches. They on some, I'm going to show you. No, okay. I'm going to show you. You think you can show your hand? So you just going to come up here and show that you about to man blitz, that you in man single high safety, or you in zero coverage. You showing, you telling me? Okay. I'm gonna make you wish you didn't. I'm gonna make you wish you didn't. It's just ridiculous. But those are just some of the thoughts that I had while I was at work and on the way home. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully they will do this and adjust. You have to be able to adjust in game and evolve as a coach. Like evolution. You have to, okay, I'm going to add this. Ooh, I just saw what Clemson did. I'm going to add that to my defense this offseason. Oh, they stopped Ohio State like this? Ooh, you should be watching games and taking notes. And if you don't, and this is where it comes into not being so stubborn, coaching is a fraternity. If there's something you don't know how to do and something, even just watching practices, these coaches from other schools and stuff, they'll let you go watch their practices and stuff. They'll even show you different coverages and schemes. They'll show you this stuff. Like, besides our rivals, but if Don Brown asked to go watch Brent Venables or something, he probably wouldn't have a problem with it. Like, these coaches, it's a fraternity. They don't have a problem teaching you. You taking your time to go learn from them. Like, they don't have a problem with it. So that's just part of it. You know what I'm saying? From offense, defense, like, coaching is a fraternity. They don't have a problem showing you different schemes and stuff, especially if you're probably not going to play them. Now, if you're in the same conference, it might be different, but if you're not, like, they really don't have a problem with it. But that's all I got for this one. Just some stuff I was thinking about, y'all. Hopefully, we'll see some adjustments and some good in-game coaching and just adjustments from what Didn't work last week. But that's all I got. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. And as always, go blue.